Good evening, please. So, welcoming you all for this beautiful session, inspiring young minds. And we have new participants also this time. So, we are going to begin this session, guys. So, this time we're going to deal with personality development. So, we have been seeing this is our fourth session. We have covered lots and lots of beautiful information in this session for you guys about kindness, good touch, bad touch. And based on the request, we have covered one beautiful, energetic dance session also, right? Have you all liked that? And we have seen your results, like all your homework related to dance, different forms of dance, and all such are out in the social media, and we are getting huge response for that. So thank you so much for all the kids and parents and grandparents for your wonderful support and motivation. And listen to me, guys, this is like different from your regular classes. So this is related to behavior. The regular session what you guys are attending is for knowledge, right? So there is a difference between knowledge and behavior. So you will not get these kind of guidance and motivation and information through any other programs. Maybe in future you all have to go for a paid courses to learn all those values, but now because of Vidya ma'am's initiative, we are working towards a noble cause of making a healthier society. So these values are highly crucial for you all guys to design a good behavior. So as you all know that Vidya ma'am is a renowned person who's a successful entrepreneur and behavior analyst, dental surgeon by profession, and she's a wonderful dancer too. You all know that before. So she is a classical dancer and she learned Kuchipudi also from a proper tutor. And now she's a recipient of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Lifetime Achievement Award. And she owns lots and lots of awards, and she conducts lots of programs from young age to geriatric people. She covers all age groups, but all her sessions are really free, guys, because she's working only towards a noble cause of spreading happiness, positivity, and physical and mental health awareness. So I request you all to bring one new participants, like any of your friends can join from next session. So all our sessions are free, and it is to instill very good values in you, to design a good behavior in you guys. So please bring one of your best friend from next session onwards. Are you all okay with this? Done? So please bring one of your close best friend from next session onwards. Okay? And one kind request, please stay muted throughout the sessions. We need to have a clean recording. So please stay muted. In case if you have any trouble or if you want to say something, please list in the chat box. And also, as usual, we want you all to be a part of our WhatsApp group. So please leave your name, child's name, parent name, and your WhatsApp number and the place where you're joining. Okay, list down all these details in the chat box. Please stay muted, guys. Thank you so much. We are looking for a wonderful session today. Over to you, Vidya ma'am.
Thank you so much, Savita, for all those kind words. And this is a joint venture. So Savita is equally a part of it, and she's from Germany, a part of Nutri Satori. And next week, she's going to talk to you all about how to eat good food, right? Because she's a nutrition and she's got an award for that. So we're all going to listen to her from Germany next week. But to start today's session, definitely we wanted to tell you about personality development and why it is very important, especially from the childhood itself. So let's go ahead with the presentation and then we will come back. This is Inspiring Young Minds, and we are on session 4, and our topic today is going to be personality development for kids. And at Inspiring Young Minds, we feel the joy of giving our kids the best. So today, I guess this was a topic which many of the parents wanted us to talk to you all about. And this is what I personally feel. I feel every child is gifted. They just unwrap their packages at different times. So each of us are so unique that we need to understand the uniqueness within ourselves and within our children. So What is personality development? Personality development is all about public speaking, is about telephone etiquette, which means when you pick up the phone, how to talk to people, is about storytelling, and is about social manners. So let's understand public speaking. Okay. So why should you be very confident of talking in public? See, when you go to a function or when you have somebody come to your house, you should feel very comfortable speaking to them. They might be new auntie, uncle, and new friends that you want to, make. You should be very comfortable with them. So how do you actually get the benefit of public speaking? First thing is, it builds your self-confidence. So when you speak, we are very confident about yourself, and you want to speak your best. Next is, it builds self-esteem. Now, what is self-esteem? It makes you feel very proud or very happy with yourself. So we will be handling each of these topics also separately in the next few sessions. So building your self-confidence and building your self-esteem is very important. Next is, it improves your verbal communication skills. When I say verbal communication skills, I mean when the way you speak to people. So there is something called verbal and non-verbal communication. So verbal means when you speak, and non-verbal means when you show it with your body language. Okay. So the way you look at people, eye to eye contact and everything like that. Next is, it increases your vocabulary. So what do you mean by vocabulary? I'm sure you must have seen a dictionary. A dictionary is a place where you have a lot of words with meanings. And sometimes what happens is, what words you say, you need to learn few new words also. So we will try, helping you get into this vocabulary building exercise, and again, a few sessions from now, where every day, even if you learn one new word from the dictionary, at the end of the year, you will have 365 new words that you would have learned, and that would improve, and you will know exact usage of that words, and it will give you much better confidence when you speak to people. Next is, it improves your information processing. When somebody is talking and when you're listening, and when they are trying to talk to you, you will be able to understand what they are trying to tell you very clearly, and that processing happens in your brain. So that works out very wonderfully. Next is, it helps children organize their thoughts. So as you talk to a person, the thoughts you have in your mind will also be very clear. Next, it improves your word retrieval. So when you're actually trying to say certain words, if you have those words very clearly as you read them, as you understand the meaning, as I told you, increasing your vocabulary, it would improve your word retrieval. Next is, it promotes interpersonal skills. When we speak about interpersonal skills, we mean when you are interacting with another person, it would help you work on that very well. It also increases comprehension. So when I say comprehension, it means understanding of the information better. It also gives a child a sense of empowerment. So when you want to feel very nice about it, and it gives a sense of sentence formation. So when you have to use certain words to form a sentence, it helps you. So these are the advantages of public speaking skills. So when you start talking in public, you'll start feeling very confident about yourself, and the kind of empowerment starts coming in. Next is telephonic etiquette. Telephonic etiquette is about when you pick up the phone, how you should be able to talk. So you first introduce and seek permission to talk. So when you introduce, you should say hi, and you can use a kind of a greeting. So that greeting could be depending on whether it is morning, afternoon, or evening. You say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. So you say, hi, my name is, if I have to answer, I would say, my name is Vidya. Good evening, and seek permission to talk. So that means you say, how can I help you? So may I help you? So that should be the way you talk on the telephone. Always speak clearly and talk only important issues. So when you're talking on the phone, you see to it that you talk very clearly and only talk important issues. Neither talk to a louder voice or very low. So when you speak in a low voice, it means that you're not confident about yourself. If you speak in a very loud voice also, it means that, you know, you're throwing your weight on that person. So your talk itself should be in such a way that, you know, it is very pleasant natured. Don't use any slang and be very careful about your tone. So the way you speak, the way you sound should be very pleasant. So that person is not able to see you. That person is holding the telephone and only listening to your voice, but your voice should be, the voice should be in such a way that it is very comfortable for the other person to listen. Never eat or drink or interrupt. So whenever you're on the call, you should never eat or drink, because then your voice will not be heard well. Listen more and speak less. Listen more means when somebody speaks to you, you listen, and you have to speak less. Use proper titles and salutations. Telephonic etiquette. So we were talking about not using any slang and be very careful about your tone. So the way you speak also, you need to be very careful. And never eat or drink or interrupt. So if somebody is talking, don't cut them and talk. Wait for them to complete and then you talk. Listen more and speak less. When somebody is talking, you should listen more. When you actually start talking, what happens is, what you know is what you would share. But when you listen more, you will get to learn a lot of things more. So always being a very good listener is very important. Next is use proper titles and salutations. Now, what is proper titles? Now, imagine if you're going to talk about something like to a person who's elder to you. So how do you talk to that person? You would say sir, or you would say uncle, or you would say like, you know, auntie or something like that. You will give them a kind of a respect, right? So that is very important, because this will tell that you are respecting or showing some kind of a you know, a kind of a understanding, or helping them understand you better. So this is very important. Next is have patience to deal with upset situation. So when a situation is not very good, then you should know how to deal with it. Be patient enough and understand. Focus on the task other people may have at hand. So suppose if you are doing a work, and the other person is also doing a work, and you have finished your work, and the other person is still having some work. So, you know, you should focus on the task other people may have at hand. You can tell them, can I help you? I finished my work. If you want, I can, you know, do something about it. So all this can also be a part of the telephonic etiquette. Next is ask permission before placing a call on hold. So in case you're going to put somebody on hold, you should say, just a second, I think I'm getting another call. I'll just put you on hold and get back. And similarly, when you're going to put down the call also, you say, is there anything else you want to tell me? So only after they say no, nothing else, take care or something like that, only then you put down the phone. And always have a kind of a pleasant voice, and also have a kind of a pleasant tone. So when the other person is listening, it should be very nice to the other person's ears. And when you smile and talk, that smile, even though you think that they can't see you through the telephone, they will still be able to feel that smile in your words. So that's very important. Next is social manners. So the 7 important social skills for kids are, first is sharing. I'm sure when a lot of friends come home, you will have certain toys of yours which are very special to you. You don't want to share it with your friends, right? But don't you think they have come to your house? When you share, that is the first step towards building a relationship. So keep sharing your toys. maybe some books, so that when they come, you make them feel very nice. So you play a very good host to them. Second is cooperating. So if there is something some friend of yours is not good at, you can hold that person's hand and work around. I'm sure you must have played the three-legged race, right? So how can it be a three-legged race? So you have two legs, your friend has two legs. Imagine tying your one left leg to your friend's right leg. And when you tie, you are three-legged. So you hold hand in hand and then you walk together. And only when there is a harmony in walking, you can move faster also. So it's very important that you get into this phase. Next is listening. As I told you before, the basic social manner is a manner of listening. Many a times before a person says anything, we will want to say something else, right? So we are not being a good listener, but it's very important that we follow instructions and we are a good listener. Next is following directions. So what is the meaning of following directions? I'm sure when you buy a new gadget, there will be one instruction manual, right? So in the instruction manual, it will say first finished 1 and then go to 2, then 3. So it will give you a kind of a protocol or a guideline. Now, when you read through that guideline and when you follow the guideline, it is going to make your task easier. So when somebody is trying to tell you something, usually mothers would say, right? They would say, as soon as you come back from school, take your shoes, put it in your shoe rack, take the socks, put it for wash. When you remove your clothes, put it in the place where you are going to wash, or put it in the washing machine. So when your mom is giving you instructions, you should follow it. Similarly, before you go to eat, they will say, wash your hands and then clean your plate and then start eating. So when you start following instructions or directions, these are social manners, and this is very important. Fifth is respecting personal space. Now, suppose if there are two siblings, that is one sister and a brother, or two sisters or two brothers in the same house, and the person is saying, please don't disturb me, I have homework to do. Maybe your elder sister or elder brother might say that when they have so much more homework to do, and the younger one has not much of homework, so they want to come and play. So you should be able to say that, okay, I will play with you, but then give me some time, let me finish my work and come back. So then you should not trouble them. You should respect personal space. Now maybe your dad must be at home and he must be working from home. Again, if dad is telling you, give me some time, I'll come and play with you, you should give them that space. Only if you respect people's personal space, it will help you also. 6, making eye contact. I'm sure you would have felt this. Whenever your dada comes to hug you or your mama comes to hug you, what do? If you're short, they come, they bend themselves and they bring their eyes to your eye level and only then hug you, right? So that is very important. Making eye contact is very important. So whenever you are talking also, you try to make an eye contact and you talk to people. So when you're talking to your friends, you look at them eye to eye and talk. Now, if you're looking up and talking, that means you're thinking, very proud of yourself. If you're looking down and talking, that means you're not confident of yourself. So you should look eye to eye, and that is very important. Another reason, have you ever felt that whenever you're putting your face down or not looking, that means you're not telling the truth, right? So when you look in straight, that means you will also speak the truth. And 7th is using manners. So I'm sure when you go out, even if you look at any bus or any tram or any such social places, you would see people having a board which says, this is for the elderly people, this is for the physically handicapped, this is for children, or this is for pregnant women. So when they put that, mostly people will not sit on those places. Very important. And suppose there was nobody there, no elderly person is there, and you have sat in that place, it's okay. But then the moment you see the elderly person coming in, you should get up and offer the seat to them. So this can happen. And I'm sure all of you know about that video, right? So what happened in that video? A child was traveling with the mother, and the social manners, right? So the thing I was telling you is a story, and the story is about a small boy, and that boy, what happened is they are traveling in the bus, and that is in the metro, right? And you would see that he is placing his hand when his mother is sleeping on that rod, and this became so viral, and many people were appreciating him for the kind of upbringing his parents had given. So that's very important. So as children, when you start respecting people, when you start respecting even the kind of what your mother does for you, what your father does for you, it's very important. And this will go a long way, because people are, very impressed when you behave very nicely in front of others, right? So this is a quote: children do learn what they live, then they grow up to live what they have learned. So this is so important. So whatever you're learning is the way you are living, and that will only tell you as you grow up to live whatever you have learned. So that means you should practice all these things. I'm going to tell you a small story right now. So here is a man. He had a camel, and he wanted to sell his camel because he needed money to eat, and he did not have money. So he goes to the market, and then he waits for the proper person as a buyer so that he can sell his camel. And then a prospective buyer, a very rich merchant, comes and says, okay, I will buy your camel. I'll give you some money. Give me back the camel. So this man was very happy to receive the money, but felt sad because that was his pet camel. But then he wanted the camel to survive, so he gives it to the merchant. Now the merchant goes back home, and he's asking his, the person, the servant in his house, to clean up the camel. So as he removes all these things, and under the saddle, what happens is he finds a bag. Now the servant opens the bag, and he sees a lot of gems in the bag. And he is so happy. He closes the pouch of gems, and he goes on to his master. So he tells, master, you know what I found under the saddle? As you asked me to clean the camel, I just removed the saddle. It was so heavy, and I found this bag. It's full of gems. So the master, he opens, and he sees the bag is full of gems. And he says, I will go and give it back to that man. He's such a poor man. Maybe he must have forgotten. He must have kept this bag of gems there. Now the servant says, you must be joking, master. This is a bag of gems. You should keep it. He sold the camel, right? So he sold it with all this. He must have given it to you only. Says, no, he must have forgotten. Let me go back to the marketplace. So this merchant takes this bag of gems and goes back to the market space, and he is spotting that poor man. So once he spots the poor man, he tells him, see, I found this. See if all your gems are there. So the moment the man says, oh my God, yes, I remember keeping it long time. I wanted to keep it safely, but I even forgot that I had kept the bag of gems. Thank you so much, sir. And he says, you should keep the entire bag for yourself because I did not remember. The man says, no, this is yours. You forgot and you gave it, so you keep it. So immediately he opens, he sees, and all the gems are there. And then he says, sir, at least you take some of these gems because, that is what I feel I should give you. And for that, the man says, I already took 2 and kept it for myself. Now this man is thinking, I opened the bag, I counted the gems, all of them were there. But still, because he said 2 he has taken, he again counts. He felt everything intact. So he asked that man, no, sir, everything is there. So then the man says, Yes, I took the two rare gems. They are integrity and self-respect. I have a lot of self-respect and integrity, and that is why I gave you the entire bag of gems, because I only gave you money for the camel and not for this bag of gems. So, my dear kiddies, what I would like to tell you is you need to understand that there are very few things in life which money can't buy, and that is your self-respect and your integrity. You need to learn these values, and I'm sure you would understand them with these stories. So, Whitney Houston said, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. So, each of you are gems for us, and we love you a lot. We want you to grow up to be a very good child, and we believe in you. We believe that we can give you a better future. So we know that you are a leader, and we want to bring out the leader in you. So it's very important, and we want to tell you that inspiring young minds always works in trying to get you the best. And we have a WhatsApp group. This WhatsApp group is only for parents who have children aged 5 to 13, and you can log in, and you can actually put in the name of yours and your child's name, the place you are, with the number on the chat box, so that we could include you in that group. And you can like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon of Team Red Rockstars. We are also in YouTube, and I would encourage all of you to at least go in, see, and you can, write your comments on how you like the sessions. And I'm sure each of us have a lot of good things in all of us. Some might sing well, some might be good in maths, some might be good in analytical thinking, some might be good in words, some might be good in so many other things. So we want to bring that leader in you come out, and we will be giving you activities every week. And I want to thank all the students who have done the activity for session 1, 2, and 3. So today is session 4. So your activity 4 is speak about your experience with inspiring young minds in a 59-second video. That means, what do you like about inspiring young mind? What do you like? What do you learn here? So I'm sure you're going to say there is so much of fun. We play here and also we learn here. So I want you to share your experience, and along with your name and the place you are from and how old you are and what you like about inspiring young minds. And I also told you about the toy drive. So whichever toys or clothes or books which you don't want, you can keep it. And when we have Children's Day, we can share it with children who will be happy with them. And you can contact us. My name is Dr. Vidyaa Iyer, and my number is 98401-76088. And this is Savita. So Savita is from Germany. Her number is +491-7256-45964. So with that, we come to the end of today's session. I'm now going to stop sharing my presentation, and I'm going to ask Savita to take it over from here. And it was wonderful being with you, Kutis, as always. And, I am looking forward to see all of you shine and, sparkle in this world as rare diamonds. Okay? So over to you, Savita.
Thank you, ma'am. So hope you cuties, you all learned about few other tips to how to develop your personality, or how to model your behavior and everything. So we would like to see next time. We usually see Dayanitas or Arohi, Adira, and Nivedita and others activity. We would like to see Kannan and Sudha or Vaishnavis. And please put on your child's name next time so that we can address the kids directly. So make sure you put on your activity before Friday next week in the WhatsApp group. And also please participate in the toy drive. and make sure you bring in one of your close friend next time for our session and participate in the activity. We all want active participants, not only the passive listeners. We all need active participants, which means whatever you learn, you need to put it into practice. So only when you do that activity, that will stay in your mind. So that's what we expect from you kids. So participate in the activity, participate in the toy drive, bring in your friend next time. Hope to see you all along with your friends next time for a beautiful session. Okay. Thank you, kids. Thank you so much.
So I would like to tell that, I want all of you to tell us how you enjoyed this session. And with that, I'm sure you're going to understand that every week we have another interesting topic. And next week is going to be Savita who's going to lead you. And I'm sure most of you know her, and she's a nutritionist. And by looking at her, you can never tell that she's a mother of a kid, right? And you will see that she's going to talk to you about how you should eat, what you should eat, and why you should eat all that. Okay. And I'm sure many mothers will be saying, my child is a fussy eater, and they don't eat properly, or they're not eating enough, and they don't eat certain kinds of fruits and vegetables. So Savita is going to tell us lots more on all this. So don't miss next week. And definitely, as Savita said, bring one more child who's your best friend, and let's keep this community growing. And our intention is to spread the right kind of values to the children, to the next generation. And through inspiring young minds, we are really very happy and proud of your active participation. And thank you so much. And if you're following us on Instagram and Facebook, you will see all your sessions there also. Okay. So love you, Kutis. Have a great weekend. I'm sure last Sunday you had a great Father's Day celebration, right? Like we said. So we're going to have a great weekend and a month end now. So next month when we meet, it's going to be in the month of July, where Savita will be the speaker on the first session. So take care. Love you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Can we all come on screen and say bye like this? Let me take a nice picture of all of you. All of you, switch on your cameras. Let me see that. All of you switch on your cameras. And then wave nicely.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Give me a second. I'm going to click a picture. It's a smile. Awesome. Very nice. So take care, Kutis, and have a great weekend. Okay?
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, dear.
Bye,
Thank you.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Bye,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, dear. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.